Hello, family, and welcome back to Obas Trending Gist, the channel where we break down the stories making waves at home and abroad. My people, today we have a very serious and frankly a very sad story. Imagine being in a hospital bed. You are sick, you are vulnerable, and you are almost completely unable to move. You depend on the healthcare workers around you for everything. Now, imagine the person you trust to care for you, to give you a bath, becomes the source of your deepest fear. This is the reality for a patient in the UK who was assaulted by a Nigerian healthcare assistant, Adewale Kudabo. He has just been sentenced, and today we are going to break down what happened, why it happened, and the serious consequences, not just for him, but for the reputation of many hardworking Nigerians abroad. Let's get into the gist. So, who is Adewale Kudabo? He is a 47-year-old Nigerian man who moved to the UK just 9 months after arriving. He was working as a healthcare assistant at York Hospital. He had a job, a new life, but he threw it all away. The court heard that his victim was a woman with a very serious medical condition that left her almost entirely immobile. She was, in the prosecutor's word, almost completely dependent on others for her care. This is a key detail. My people, she was helpless. The first incident happened when Kudabo was assigned to give her a bed bath. This is a routine professional task, but he crossed a line. After the bath, he leaned over and kissed her on the lips. The woman tried to turn her head away, but because of her condition, she couldn't resist. She was trapped in her own body. You would think that's the end of it, right? No. A few days later, he came back. He offered to give her another bed bath, and she said no. She refused. What did he do? He leaned over and kissed her again while she lay there helpless. This is not a mistake. This is not a misunderstanding. This is a pattern. This is an abuse of power of the highest order. Now, this is the part that will make you shake your head. When the police questioned him, Kudabo had a story. He claimed he didn't kiss her on the lips, but on the forehead. And his reasons, he said it was a gesture of sympathy and that his actions were in keeping with his job. People, let's be very clear. Let us use our common sense. In what world is non-consensual kissing in keeping with the job of a healthcare assistant whose job's description includes assaulting a vulnerable patient? It is an assault to every single professional and hardworking carer out there, Nigeria or otherwise, who does their job with dignity and respect. He tried to paint it as a cultural misunderstanding or an act of kindness, but the court wasn't buying it at all, and never should we. This wasn't sympathy. This was predation. He saw a vulnerable woman and he took advantage. And the impact on this poor woman. In her victim statement, she said she experienced helplessness, fear, and loss of trust. She now suffers from depression, anxiety, and recurrent flashbacks. He didn't just steal a kiss, he stole her sense of safety. So what was the outcome? At York Crown Court, Adewale Kudabo pleaded guilty to 2 counts of sexual assault. The judge, Alex Menare, did not mince words. And I want to read you exactly what he said because it's important. The judge told Kudabo, "You abused the trust placed in you as a carer. She was particularly vulnerable, immobile, and dependent on you for her care. What you did has had a profound impact on the victim's life." Now, this is the sentence. Kudabo was sentenced to 12 months in prison. He will serve 6 months in custody and the other 6 on license, which means he will be under supervision. On top of that, he has been placed on the sex offenders register for 10 good years. Oh my goodness. This means his name and details will be held by the police and his ability to work, especially in care, is finished. His life in the UK is effectively over. See what a man carry hand bring for himself. Carry problem put on top your head. You were asked to go and give care to the helpless. You went there and be kissing. Now kissing don't kiss your life back now. Now, some of you might be thinking, 12 months, is that enough? That's a debate we can have in the comments. But beyond the sentence, there's a bigger picture here. Every time a story like this breaks, it hurts the entire Nigerian community abroad. Thousands of Nigeria are in the UK, US, and Canada working as brilliant doctors, nurses, and carers. They work hard, They follow the rules and they are a source of pride for us. But the shameful action of one man like Adewale Kudabo casts a dark shadow. It creates suspicion and damages the trust that others have worked so hard to build. This is a cautionary tale. Professional boundaries are not a suggestion. They are a rule. Consent is not a gray area. It is everything, and the law in this country are strict. You cannot say it's our culture to excuse criminal behavior. Our thoughts are with the victim who has to live with this trauma. We pray she finds healing and peace. And for Adewale Kudabo, his actions have led to a deserved punishment and a future filled with shame, a total disgrace. Alright family, that's the gist for today. I really want to know what you think. Was the 12-month sentence fair, too harsh, or too lenient? What can we as a community do to ensure our people going abroad understand the seriousness of these professional and legal boundaries? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's have a respectful conversation. If you found this breakdown useful, please give this video a thumbs up, share it, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on Oba's trending gist. Stay safe and stay informed.